and this is Sandrine Harris, who presents MARROW, and we're excited to have you.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here and to have this time to talk about somatic practice and embodiment and meditation and what it can offer us.
Great. There is a little bit of it's a little hard to hear. I don't know, sometimes the microphone at the bottom of the you might have to hold your phone.
How's this? Is this
That's
better?
better. Much
Okay,
better.
great. Sorry about that.
That's okay. So, Sandrine, we're so excited to have you. For those just joining, my name is Kristi Sullivan. I'm one of the Luminary Programmers for the Retreat Center. And also, you are my dear friend, Sandrine. So I'm so excited that you accepted our invitation to come present Memorial Day weekend. And your program's called MARROW. So why don't you first give us a little insight on how did you get involved in this work? Like what, a little bit of your personal journey or whatever else you'd like to share about this work that you're doing.
Thank you, Christy. Yes, it's been a long and winding road over many decades of my life. And um, several decades ago, I was a professional dancer. I was living in New York City, and I was having this really challenging experience inside of myself where I was feeling like I was quite embodied, like in my body and connected through my mind and my heart with my body as a physical person and someone who was training and performing and moving a lot. And I had this sense of a kind of internal fracture, what I call a fracture, where what was happening on the inside of me didn't feel like it matched how I was expressing and presenting out in the world. And a lot of unconscious things were happening in me too, as they are for all of us. And it became a kind of puzzle for me to really start to understand myself through my body in a different way. And through that journey, I connected into all kinds of somatic practice, which is a way of sensing our bodies and becoming present through and with our bodies, like a kind companionship. And meditation and a whole bunch of other ways of exploring myself. And I came to grow into a different kind of embodied presence that I hadn't experienced before, and that felt really generative and also generous back to myself, feeling more fully present and connected with myself and others and the world we're in. And so that really enlivened me and inspired me to get even more curious. And that led me down a path of a lot of studies and into the process I now do with myself ongoing and share with others. And one of those things is somatic experiencing, which is a way of meeting the impacts of trauma, stress patterns, and chronic pain in the body, which were all things that I also was suffering from. And that was part of that internal struggle or puzzle that I was in. And also really bringing together all kinds of processes that bring joy, that help us sense our aliveness and become present to what's here and what can be when we connect from a heart-centered place that includes the language of our bodies.
It's wonderful to hear that it's such a profound experience that you had. And because of that, this teaching that you're sharing has come to be. And I love how you describe this as a puzzle, because I think that's almost like the human experience, is that we really are puzzle pieces as we're going through life, trying to fit things or see where do things go and what are these pieces and how do they come together or fit or not fit. And so you're going to be leading this wonderful workshop, and it's over a long weekend. So folks who come to Kripalu get an extra day. They're staying Friday to Monday. And can you share a little bit about what someone might be experiencing on this weekend? What do you plan to do? What's some of the magic that you're going to be bringing?
Yeah, I'm so excited for our time together and that we have 4 days. It can be truly immersive and regenerating for us all. It's a highly collaborative and co-created community space that we're in MARROW. And the name comes from the life-giving and generative marrow of our bones, which is of great interest to me. And when we are inspired by that idea of the marrow in the center of our bones, that is very much bringing us through our lives, we come into a deep process where we're exploring easeful movement and meditation for waking up to our whole human experience. We engage with creativity and play, including mark making with paint sticks on body-sized sheets of paper. We connect with the natural world we belong within, outside on the land. And we spend time exploring our inner worlds so that what we learn and grow in together, we can bring back into our lives, both personally and collectively, into our families and communities. So it is not isolated to the retreat. It is really to nourish our inner worlds so that we can reconnect with more presence and care for the world we're in.
It sounds amazing. I can't wait. And I think that you touched on something that's important, I think, to many of the programs at Kripalu, which is when folks come to experience the weekend or retreat time, that they will go home with something. They will go home with some transformation or some tool or embodiment that they can bring back into their day to day. They don't lose that. They continue along with that. And I love that you talked about being outside. It's going to be a great time of year to be in outside and inside. That you talked about play, because I know you are amazing. You're so fun when it comes to play. It's just going to be an amazing time. Anything else that you want folks to know? And I know you're going to give a little experience for us right now on the live for those who are here. Do you want to go into that, or do you have anything else that you want to share?
Well, I would love to add that marrow is really for all adults of all ages and all ways of being. It is truly a space where we meet in the bodies, hearts, minds, and moods that we're in. And so we honor the lived experience that we carry into the room and the embodiment and our way of moving through the world, and we expand together from that place. This is truly for everyone. It is a space of exploration, care, mutuality, and connection for us to be in and to continue growing through.
Wonderful. Yes, it's for everyone, for all folks, and it's going to be wonderful to introduce this to the Kripalu community. So, yeah.
I forgot to mention there is an amazing, fun, joyful dance party on our last night with a global music playlist and time also where we're resting together and doing restorative practice. So it's a really beautiful blend of being in an engaged way of sensing and knowing, and also restoration and rest and gentleness and fun.
It sounds amazing to have all of that wrapped up into this beautiful weekend. So great. I'm so glad that you came to share this, and folks who are interested can, of course, go to our website. And would you like to share a little experience with our Instagram Live audience right now, something that we can experience right now in the moment?
Yes, thank you. I'd be so glad to. So, taking a moment, everyone, wherever you are, if it's available to you, to shift your body a little bit, just to sway or flow yourself for a couple of moments, and to check out if it feels nourishing to gently close your eyes, or maybe guiding your eyes off of the illuminated screen for the next few minutes. We're going to be in this for about 5 minutes. And taking a moment to begin reconnecting by turning towards yourself. We arrive into this space right now and all the time with quite a bit of fastness and intensity and many things to tend. And here we have a different opportunity. So like you might invite someone you deeply care about or love, inviting yourself here and now into this little moment to connect inwards. Guiding your attention down through your legs in your imagination into your feet. Sensing the contact of your feet with what they're resting on. Maybe wiggling your toes or shifting your heels for a moment to sense your feet a little bit more fully. And then imagining that here and now we throw roots down into the earth, growing our root system of embodiment, where our hearts, minds, bodies, and moods can come together in the present. Growing your roots down into the earth in your embodied imagination. And as they weave in the soil, we remember that our roots weave with roots already there. That we can draw from the wisdom and connection that's here. Weaving our roots with roots that came before us and those that will come after us. And then beginning to rise up through your weave, back up into your feet, rising up through your legs, to notice your pelvic bowl. And if you're sitting down, sensing how you are planted down through your pelvis, stable, weighted. And from this quality of ground, beginning to notice the length of you rising up towards the sky, long and adaptable, that we are both planted and rising up all the time. And guiding your attention into your breathing to notice the breath that is here, your constant companion. We are always in the flow of our breathing. And then if you'd like to, bringing one hand to your belly and another to your chest, making tender contact with yourself, because oh, does this world need more gentleness, and so do we. And taking a moment to sense your aliveness that is here, and your wholeness that never leaves. And from this place of connecting inwards, imagining now that we plant a seed together to bring whatever qualities, bodily sensations, or flows that you are in into the next moments of your day, that we can continue to return to presence again and again. And from this, we connect. If your eyes have been closed, gently beginning to open them, taking another moment to notice your body and the you that is here right now in the ecosystem of we together. Thank you for being in this today.
Thank you so much. What a wonderful rest that was, restorative. So, for just to wrap us up, you'll be at Kripalu May 22nd through the 25th, presenting MARROW, and a wonderful weekend of rest and play and embodiment. Sandrine, it's been so wonderful to have you to talk with on this chat and to know you for many years that I've known you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. What a pleasure to be here. And I look forward to seeing everyone in May.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.